Hello guys, so you're my fellow long-term subscribers already have noticed I have done quite a couple of reviews and similar videos in the last couple of months, last half year mostly. I've done much more than before. Something I really deeply enjoy and I always wanted to do, just never had the nerve to try, and I really enjoy doing it. So it's also something where you can work fine with affiliate links and stuff, but this is just another bonus and not making much money of that other way. So, but what I want to talk about today truly is my review workflow and my review process, and disambiguate the words I'm using here. This is mostly because in the last half year I sometimes have lost track of stuff. Sometimes I tried out stuff, like I have this wonderful sound meter here, which I bought to test stuff and never. I made a video, but I thought it was so little. It gave so little information. Was so not it was not scientifically proved to anything. So I never put it up actually. So this something which happened quite a lot last half year. That I had ideas and I never said I can make my benchmark video, especially with this thing in mind, and to try this. And I have run it, I have filmed it, but I found the results just lacking, and so I haven't gone forward there. So, but this is the main reason I wanted to streamline the whole process a bit. Give you guys an idea what I mean when I use certain words. What I want to do usually is unboxing, first impressions, sometimes a hands-on first impressions. I think it's quite clear. Just what are my primary, my first thoughts on the product, and so far my first impressions have been really good. So I'm really happy with what I have done there so far, because they've stuck quite well. They have. Can't remember a case where I was totally wrong with. Just on my German channel I had something where I compared two very similar things, and I put a video up, and then I tried the other thing the other day, and I pulled the video down and put 2 minutes on the end, because the other product was so much better. Did not negate my first video, but it was just that I found I could not stand there, because the other product was as expensive, or had the same price, and was way better. So then I had to pull the video down and make it new. But talking around the red line here. So this is the first step, and then usually I want to follow up with 1 or 2 weeks with depending on the complexity of the product, a hands-on review. So that's what I did with my first week experiences before. So like for me a hands-on is usually I need a couple of days with the product. I cannot with very non-complex stuff. If I would review a cable, I could do it on one video, and I don't think there's another video necessary for, let's say, a charger cable or something like this. But for a more complex product where some time is needed to find out how it works, how it ticks, is it good, is it bad, I would say at least last a week, usually better too. This would be my hands-on. So hands-on, if you watch other hands-on videos, often this is if you have exposition or event, and the press gets the product and they make a hands-on review. They look at it and they touch it, and this is my hands-on review. I had my hands on it now. So, but in my mind, you cannot couple. You can name it hands-on, but you cannot name it review, because it's not reviewing. It's just handling the stuff. So is my hands-on, and as I say, depending on complexity, I could make a full review after 1 or 2 weeks, or hands-on, and then after another couple of weeks I could come up with a review, or something like an in-depth review or something. It's really very depending on the stuff. I have my main problem with reviews online is usually that people review stuff and they haven't used it really. So they have maybe a couple of days. I noticed from some of my fellow guys, they make an in-depth review after they have this thing for 3 days, and I think this cannot be in-depth because maybe if you spend all the 3 days only with the single product, but in my mind it does not work. You need a longer period of time to find the problems, to find some of the positive things as well. And for me this thing is, especially with the Sony Xperia XZ Premium, also with the Fire HD, I have never done the step to put in a proper review. So did very many stuff around, but the proper review never came up, and this was something I wanted to improve in the next months, years. So to make the process a bit more streamlined, make it a bit more understandable. So these are the terms I want to use: first impressions, hands-on, and review. Usually in that order, or always depending on stuff. Since I'm not very concentrated on stuff. So for example, in the next week, I have multi-tools on my agenda. Something very different, but I'm a person with very different interests, and they are not always overlapping. So why not do different stuff here from time to time? Maybe it even broadens the mind of some of my subscribers. I hope so. If I can show something you never had an idea about, I find it's always quite interesting. So thank you guys for watching. I know it's a bit longer and a bit more. It's not so streamlined as I want this video to be, but this is my review process and my disambiguation for the words. So thank you guys for watching. If you have made it through here and are not subscribed, you certainly need to do it. Please do it. See you guys soon. Bye bye.